Good morning, good people. Hope you guys are excited to trade, man. Hope y'all are excited to trade. So, a couple things, guys, to keep in mind here this week. Economic calendar. We got jobless claims Thursday morning. Earnings. We got Microsoft and Tesla this Wednesday, and then Amazon on Thursday. So, those are some of the more notable notable earnings here this week, guys. So, as far as, Tesla, Amazon goes there, I'm not looking to touch, really either of those guys until earnings are over. Especially Tesla. I mean, this is freaking absurd. You look at the premium right now. I've never seen, guys, more overvalued options. Take a look here at the in the money's going for $100 per contract, and you can go all the way out to freaking 3,000 here. Screw it, 3,400, and you still got a buck of premium. So we know that they pump these things up into earnings, but I mean, this is just absurd. So I ain't touching Tesla, guys, until earnings are over. And here's the scoop, right? You guys got to kind of face the music right now. We got a whole bunch of chop taking place. So the market changes quick, guys. We had all kinds of momentum heading into last week. We gap up on Monday. This is a really tough level here for the market. So, we've had so much fun over the last couple of weeks hitting all the momentum in, Nvidia, Tesla, Amazon, Apple, Google. That momentum, guys, at least for the time being, is a bit of a thing of the past. Which makes sense after such a big move, and which makes sense considering the fact we're rolling into earnings season here. But as traders, guys, you've got to be quick to adjust. Right now, we're not working with the same kind of momentum that we had, over here, and the same kind of momentum we had a week ago. Trading is never going to be easier than when you got the big money at your back. So when we're working with all kinds of momentum, guys, typically, once you're breaking out of a daily squeeze here, that's when we really want to get busy. Right? All that momentum really makes, whichever trading strategy, whatever style you're using, that much easier. But inside those squeezes, family, we can get a whole bunch of chop, a whole bunch of ugly rejections until finally all the energy getting built up inside the squeeze gets released. So we find ourselves now with the SPY, once again, guys, in a daily squeeze, and per usual, it's doing a whole bunch of back and forth chopping right now. So we know we're in a daily squeeze. We know that if this squeeze fires, we can get some serious momentum to work with, but at the same time, guys, we got to know that inside the squeeze, we can get a whole bunch of choppiness. So understand that and make changes. We're not coming into the week here, guys, riding the same kind of momentum we've seen in the weeks, going back a few. You got to be quick to adjust. So I'm going to continue to be really patient here, guys. I'm not looking to get caught up in the chop, and we may get chop until earnings are over. It's just as simple as that. So if the squeeze fires, we can get some serious momentum going back towards all-time highs. If the squeeze doesn't fire, whole bunch of bullshit. So keep that in mind, guys. A couple of things I'm focusing on here. Right, I'm going to have more so a focus on names that have, a couple of weeks to a month away from earnings versus earnings, this week. It's a general rule of thumb. I'm not looking to hold any trades during the week of earnings. So something that's attractive to me at the moment, guys, is Nvidia. They don't have earnings until the end of August here, and I just really love this trend at the moment. Right? It's my favorite kind of trend. You make a move away from the 21, reversion to the mean, continuation. Reversion to the mean, continuation, again. We come back down here on Monday, Tuesday. Buyers step in very quickly. Looking for this thing, guys, bare minimum to hold up a bit into earnings or potentially continue to show signs of strength and continue this uptrend all the way into the announcement. So with that being said, guys, I'll be looking to sell some puts, and depending on, where Nvidia goes here today, going to come out, kind of look, in the weeks leading up to earnings, these August 14th here, and how far up the money can I go, still getting a risk reward, guys, that, I feel is appropriate. So we'll have to see how the premiums go today. Not going to get, too much of a rush here, but something like Nvidia holding up really well above its 21 EMA, a couple of weeks out to earnings. That's something, guys, I'm willing to take a shot on. Versus an Amazon who has earnings this week, or an Apple who's got earnings, I think, next week. So I'm gonna keep my eye there, guys, on Nvidia. A couple of good-looking daily squeezes here. Now you guys got to make sure you do your due diligence and figure out when these things have earnings. But nonetheless, guys, just a couple of good-looking daily squeezes. You got one here in Cisco, right? Visa has earnings July 28th, so right around the corner. Good looking daily squeeze there. MasterCard earnings on the 30th. Another good looking daily squeeze. And then last but not least, guys, Avago. Another good looking daily squeeze as well, right underneath all-time highs. Not saying I'm going to trade any one of those setups, but good looking squeezes nonetheless. So squeezes, guys, and then pullbacks to the 21. It's basically, 90-95% of the trades that I take. So a couple of different names here right now, a bit interesting. You get Netflix has earnings last week. They shit the bed there on Friday, but the buyers came in, guys, right at that 21 EMA. So I'm going to pay very close attention to this one. Not looking to rush into it, give it some time. But if we do begin to see signs of support, I would love to come here, guys, and sell some puts at, 420, 400, somewhere in that range for a couple of months out. Be patient. That's something I'm looking at, right? Nvidia came in last week, right towards that 21 EMA. And hell, you guys, even look at Amazon. Right? These big, ugly sell-offs make a lot more sense, when you use kind of this moving average, guys, as a big part of your foundation, right? It gives those big, ugly, sudden pullbacks a little bit of context. In any healthy uptrend, time and time again, we're going to make that reversion to the mean coming back towards the 21. Sometimes, guys, it's a nice little, multi-day pullback. Sometimes you get the reversion to the mean in an ugly, ugly fashion. So the further away we run, the uglier the reversion to the mean is. But time and time again, guys, in any kind of beautiful uptrend, we making that move back home. So not the same way to trade Amazon. They got earnings this week, but another good example. So honestly, guys, for me, I'm just not really looking to get involved in too many trades right now. It's been a good year so far. We got plenty of time left this year to take action. If we got to chill here for a week, a couple of weeks, while the market goes through earnings, while we wait for that daily squeeze to potentially fire, I'm more than okay with doing that. So hopefully you guys have this same mindset. We don't have to show up every single day and force the issue. When we really want to get aggressive, guys, is when we got momentum behind us in the overall market. Right? There's never an easier time to make money than when you got that kind of momentum, right? Or when you got that kind of momentum. Where it's very easy to give away that profit is during the choppy shit. So be patient, guys. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be uploading videos every day this week, keeping you guys up to date on what we're focusing on in a group, any trades I take, and really just what to focus on here in the market. So be patient, guys. Sit on your hands if you have to. I'll talk to y'all soon.